Nismo. Alright, what are you angry about this time, Nismo? Yep, I'll be adding some color to this one today. Thank you very much. And good morning to you, Danny. Thanks for joining. Been a loyal subscriber here last several days, and I appreciate it. Good morning, everybody who's joining. Working on my version of the Flash GCI STYLE. Just finishing up the ink work. You didn't say anything about the cartoons, and it doesn't really matter. I'll probably never draw Optimus Prime again. So, whatever. Okay, I'm glad you feel better. I hope you feel better. I remember from this bit. There's a lot going on. Okay, you probably did. Cartoon Optimus would have been a lot easier. Quicker. I don't know. Why you're second. I'm not the one who decides that, it just does that. You were first, and you do have the most comments so far today. Yeah, I saw where you commented on one of my earlier videos when I was doing that Hulk cover. We're going back in time. I was on that one. I hadn't seen that video in a long time. I watched a little bit of it when I was responding to your comment. Yeah, we got a good group today. Thank you everybody for joining. I am about ready to start adding some color to this Flash sketch. Just want to bring some of these white areas, the tone a bit. Appreciate everybody being on here. It was a good weekend for live streaming and participants. Yeah, this is my Flash, and the brown bat is my version of Batman. One of my concepts. And then we saw my version of Superman. All right, let's get some color on this dude. He's got a smirk on his face. I don't think he's evil. Thank you everybody for joining for a few. That was 2 people. Thank you very much for just stopping by for a few. Get a little shadow here. Thank you everybody for watching. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to include them down there in the comment section. Yeah, I'm not going that far off the rails. Make it orange, are you crazy? Nope, something brighter than that. Good old fashioned. It's even darker, man. It's something that's going to pop. Let's try this. So I've been drawing for several years, drawing these DC characters over and over again. So, hey Costi, thank you for joining. And so I've kind of developed a version of a lot of them, and this is my version of Flash I came up with several years ago. So this video will be getting the color added to the Flash. Hello, Costi. Oh, you retracted your message. Traditional yellow boots, at least. Get some yellow in this white field here. Get around the top of this boot a little bit. I don't have any Spotify. I'm not sure what that means. And I haven't seen my YouTube recap yet. Yeah, I haven't seen it for GCI. I don't know what it is. I haven't seen it. All right, so I get a red that I want to go with to get a base color down on the suit. I'll go with this lighter one so I can always come in and go darker. Thank you everybody for watching GCI's version of the Flash. This is a request from somebody a couple of days ago, I can't remember, subscribers. Yeah, I know what it is. I saw it for the channel, but I haven't seen it for this one. Unless they get them both together. YouTube kind of connects, intertwines both of my YouTube channels together on stuff sometimes. So I'm going to get this lighter tone of red in, and then I'll come in some grays and darker reds, and we'll get the values and the shadows added in. What's going on, Kaken? Is that how you say that, I think? Thank you for joining this morning. Appreciate it. I do primarily the content on this channel. I do drawings every day, about this time of day. So if you, with alcohol-based markers, you always need to start with the lighter colors first, because you can always keep bringing it down darker, but once you have a dark tone down, you cannot really lighten it up much. You can do stuff with like a gel pen or white out, but as far as the color goes, once the dark tones are down, so we always want to start light and bring the values down darker as you progress. Yeah, we had over 40 people on here for a little bit. But we got a ways to go, so we'll see how things out. I don't see out of touch one here yet today. Maybe out of touch one's got other things going, or already went to bed. Yep, I kind of do the color process. All the big decisions have been made, and then putting the color over the inked drawing really gives it the comic book appeal that I go for. And using these line pens, pigment pens, they don't smear, which is also great when you're using alcohol-based markers. They can smear the like a Sharpie. Other markers that are along the same lines as Sharpie. So yep, he's coming together. Looks pretty good on. Thanks for the likes, by the way. I'd like to get those likes over 10 on each video. We've had as many as 15 over the weekend, which was really great. Sometimes I wish a little bit. It's better to go slow and allow the ink a chance to do its in these alcohol-based markers. So my primary focus and goal here these last several weeks, actually a couple of months, has been getting my watch hours up. So I'm doing these longer form videos instead of just recording a video privately and then uploading it later. I record it live every day, live stream it, so it helps me interact with my community and to grow the community, and make a long form video at the same time that will start uploading as soon as I wrap this up, about 30 or 40 minutes, whatever. And I appreciate everybody who does take the time just to watch, even if it's for a minute or two. Every little bit helps. And if you consider subscribing, if this is the kind of content you like, and if you're enjoying what I'm doing here today, that would be great. I would like some input on these goggles, on his glasses. What color do you guys think the lenses of his glasses should be? I was going to go yellow, then it would blend in with the frames too much. Yep, thank you for the likes. Appreciate you guys very much. Up any little spots that I missed, any color breaks. Hello everybody, thank you for watching this morning. We're having a pretty good day so far. Got Nismo's been in here. After I finish this, I will be going to my other channel called Gibson Book. If you search Gibson Book on YouTube, you'll see my videos. And I'm going to do a live stream on there when I get done with this. Wrapping up my Spider-Man drawing I've been working on. I worked on yesterday. Getting it inked. Trying to build that channel too. Not putting as much time and effort into that channel, but I am. Had some videos do pretty good here lately on Gibson. It's coming together so far. Yeah, you have to let ink a chance to soak into the paper. When you go slower, you have fewer color breaks, which is good. You don't go back and you just take your time and get a nice even cover layer of color on it. Up just a little bit, work on this lower leg. Yep, you're #1 fan today, Danny. Good job. Do you watch football at all, Danny, or are you mostly a baseball Dodgers fan? That's what I figured with your handle on here. I think I'm going to do some of this color for the lens. This is called a 178 Cool Shadow. I really like this color for adding in subtle shadows and shades. I use it a lot on Spider-Man's lenses on the when I don't finish the drawing of him. Yeah, you can go in there and get that cool, and then add some white streaks in it later when that dries. Now I'm going to come in with the old red, I think. Superman versus Thor versus Black. You know who I'm going with? Costi, Superman guy. So I'm going with Superman. Hands down, man. Yep, you got that right. Okay, we're gonna bring this tone down just a little more. I think I'll just do regular shadowing first. I want to darken his whole torso and like the front of the figure to make the symbol stand out more, but I'm going to just do some basic shading first. Get some depth of and make it look a little more interesting. Bring the tones down a little bit so the light stuff will be the highlights. I think he could. I think Sentry would give him a run for his money, but I think in the end, Superman would win. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Consider giving it a like if you could, and subscribe. Trying to build the channel, the algorithm to push this out more and more. You know, sometimes channels I like to watch on a daily basis, I forget to give it a like. Even when I just forget. So since I started my channel back up a year ago, I've made more of an effort whenever I watch some regular videos that I subscribe to, I always try to give it a like, just to support the haters and help them to keep going. So that's why I keep bringing it up. It's one of the metrics that YouTube uses on how much they're going to push out a video is with the likes, of course, and subscribers. And how many of my subscribers actually watch content on a regular basis that I produce. That's another metric that they use. But I just enjoy on here and spending time with you guys in the community. Most of all, drawing, sharing the art with you. And that's what makes, I think, creators successful, when they just love what they do and they're not just in it for likes and subscribers. If you love what you do and you are consistent at it, success will follow eventually, in my opinion. Yeah, so red really comes across well on with these alcohol-based markers on the paper and even on the video. As I watch it on my monitor, see what you guys are seeing. I really like the red suit of the Flash. And this is, as I said before, the variations you see in the costume, the suit. These are some of my original ideas I've come up with over the years, drawing DC content on a regular basis. What's up, Phil? I like your little emoji symbols. It's a lot of them. Cool. You're number 2. Good job, man. Thanks for participating. Sure, and give me a like. I know you're good for it. Oh yeah, you think you'll only... So for you to become number 1, man, only you can do that. And you know what to do. Yeah, when I was doing the inking video for this yesterday, early morning, of course, I had 11 subscribers. That's the most I've ever gotten off of one video. I want to thank everybody who subscribed yesterday and who's on here today supporting the GCI live stream. Okay, let some of that dry a little bit. See if I add some detail to those goggles. There's Mr. Thrillhouse himself. What's going on, Nick? Just bringing some color to the Flash sketch jar. Over 40 people for a few seconds on this live stream watching. That's a record. They didn't stay long, but they were here for a few minutes. Yep, I'm glad you were able to catch it as well. Okay, this gel pen is acting up, or not acting up, however you want to say that. No, I have not seen anything that Zack Snyder's been posting. A different gel pen. This one is really not doing its job. Mr. Man, what's going on? Thanks for joining. I'm glad you like it. I'm still working on it. I'm going to try to bring this tone down on the front of his chest to make that exaggerated Flash symbol pop a little bit more. Bring this whole tone down, like in shadow. Come over to the edge of the pectoralis, leaving the color as a highlight. There we go. Do a similar. Keep that shading consistent. Thank you for watching. If you think of it or actually like what you're seeing, if you give it a like, I would appreciate that. Before you go, I know not everybody likes to stick around for the whole video, but if you stick around for a few minutes, please consider giving it a like and subscribing if you haven't done so already. We got Nick and Mr. Man both on here today. Some good old standbys from the community. The regulars. GCI regular. Yep, that would be cool if they were able to pull that off. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate everybody. And please consider subscribing. So this medium, this is only a green gray 3. It doesn't really matter if it's a green gray or a cool gray. Once you put it on this red, it's just bringing the tone down, just to make that, the goal is to add a little subtle definition here and there, get a little muscle definition here without a black line, and to make this flash symbol really stand out, which I think it does. Get these intercostals shaded. Hey, Brody. Very good, Brody. I appreciate that a lot. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your comment, the like, and of course the sub big time. Really appreciate that, Brody. Careful, Nick, you're gonna get Costi all fired up. He's a big Zack Snyder slash Ben Affleck guy, Costi is. Oh, you're going live? What kind of content do you do, Brody? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, this is coming all around pretty well. Yeah, even before Netflix bought out Warner Brothers, he was already talking about Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder guy, in which I like a lot of Zack Snyder's content as well. Costi, man, he's a scoopster. It's the info. Mo must have had to go to school because he just disappeared all of a sudden. He was on here reading me the Riot Act because I drew a Optimus Prime drawing on Gibson book, my other channel, but I didn't do the version he wanted. I did a comic book version, and he wanted a TV cartoon version. So he let me know about it. I gotta find a better gel pen. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining the live stream. Here we go. This is one that seems to be working. So this stage, I'm adding some highlights here and there to define some areas, you know, are kind of black on black a little bit. A lot of times I'll do this on this 3/4 pose of the torso. I'll highlight this outer line just to make it stand out from the arm that's coming behind it. And I brought a lot of, and the same with this inner quad, just some subtle lights. Maybe a little bit of a rim light back. Make that stand out a little more. Oh, maybe Costa has Zack Snyder pushing this stuff on YouTube. That's very possible. Playing a lot. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining the live stream. We're wrapping up the flash drawing. I gotta do one thing for sure, and that's thicken up the profile, the silhouette. I'm gonna try it since it's a bigger sketch. Especially on this side, I'll come into 10 pigment pen. All right, thank you for stopping by, Mr. Man. It's good to have you on here. We'll see you later. I want to go on the outside of this rim highlight that I did to make it stand out a little bit more. And thicken up this outline profile / silhouette. Just gives the whole figure more substance. So that's the back side, shadow side. So for the other side, I'm just going to reconfirm this outer line with a 0.8. Because I've colored up to the line, and sometimes you lose some of that high definition on the outside profile silhouette line. Some of the areas where I kind of was coloring outside the lines, I can get rid of some of that by going over the profile again. Confirm some of these lines on the fingers. I'll have to do side out in that area. I thank everybody who's taken a few times. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, it's really starting to pop now. It'll be one of my favorite flashes that I've done in a while. There we go. That looks pretty good. And just go over a few of these lines. Get some more depth. Thank you everybody for joining. If you could please consider giving it a like if you like it, of course. And maybe even subscribe. I do DC content every day. I'm just wrapping up now the GCI version of the Flash I've developed over the years of drawing DC content. Yep, that is working well, going over some of these lines, getting them to be a little more minute. Wow, that was a lot of ink. Just doing a little background. I kind of penciled it in yesterday. Thank you for all the likes and the views, people. Really appreciate the support. Oh yeah, I wanted to add another element. We need something a little more substantial in that. Let's go with the 04. Thank you, Danny. Thanks for hanging in there today. Just doing a few lines in the background to make it a little more interesting. usually don't do a lot of backgrounds. Yeah, please, if you are enjoying this, give it a like. If you do like it, and even consider subscribing. That is the number way to support you content creators. Pushes that algorithm pushes the content, the more you followers and viewers respond to it. So a lot of times, like I was saying before, I forget to give some of the videos creators that I subscribe to a like. So I've been more diligent at it since I started my channel back up. Making sure I give the likes and subscribe ones I watch on a regular basis or would like to see more of. There you have it. GCI's version of the Flash. All right, that'll wrap up this one. I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break and coming right back on my other channel. So if you're interested in DC content, Marvel content, I'm working on a Spider-Man on my other channel. It's called Gibson Book. If you just go on to YouTube search, and yep, see you soon. Thank you, Nick, for being here this morning. You just search Gibson Book, and I'll be going live on that channel in just a few minutes to wrap up that Spider-Man sketch content. GCI's Flash. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thank you for joining in the comment there. Udessa, maybe? Yep. This is a request from one of my subscribers, viewers. They wanted me to do my version of the Flash, and this is it. GCI's Flash. I was thinking about, I took a copy of this out of one of my older sketchbooks. I was thinking about inking this. This is I just made a copy of it on my printer, but I think with my inking techniques that I've been developing, I drew this a couple years ago. I'd like to finish this out with inks on my next one. Yeah, I really like the way this turned out in so I'm gonna finish it on my next GCI video. I'm looking forward to that. And it's a loose leaf, so I'll just get the sketchbook out of my way and just draw this right on the drawing table. All right, Danny, see you on the next one. See you maybe at Gibson Book if you want to see some Marvel. And I'll talk to you later.